Alright, so I don't know how much this video I'm going to actually remember to record, but today I'm following a blog, DIY, and building a blanket chest, which I'll put a picture of right here. Not only do I have this quilt that needs to be finished, I have a throw blanket from Christmas last year, another blanket I got for Secret Santa. I have this old comforter, this old blanket that I used to have on the couch. And then I have the weighted blanket we just bought, which Jason doesn't really like. He finds it way too heavy to turn over at night. I like it, but it's hard to use a queen size blanket on only half the bed. Actually, I think it's a king size. So I'm going to put it in the blanket chest to be used for sitting out here, you know, maybe watching a movie or if somebody's not feeling well. So I just went to the hardware store. Got all the pieces cut that I need. And we're going to start assembling. Alright, I got the sides done today. I have to leave for work. These took me about 20 minutes, maybe. Tomorrow I will start on the front and back pieces. So I'll see you then. Alright, I apologize. I didn't do much filming. This part really wasn't that complicated. All I had to do was lay the 4 27-inch boards along one side. I wood glued them down, tacked them after about a half an hour. I tacked the end ones today on this bottom piece just to make sure that I could line these other 3 up. I'm getting ready for work, so I'm going to leave this for the rest of the day and get back to it tomorrow. Alright, so I'm getting ready to put the lid together. I made sure all these boards are similar to the same size. I've got these 2 12-inch pieces cut. I'm just getting ready to glue them down, tack them into place, and I will let them dry. Hopefully tomorrow I can paint both these pieces, and then I'll put the lid on. Alright, so this wood just drank up this paint. Like, that's really light still. That's 1 coat. And that's 2 coats, which isn't a whole lot better. I can still see the wood through it. It looks a little more bluer on camera, but it's definitely like a grayish green. I'm using one of the sample paints I decided not to use for the window frame. What's it called again? Summer Shower Green. Which at first I thought was a little too green, but now looking at it, I think I'm okay with it. So I'm going to do the other 2 coats on the other 2 sides. I might give it a light sand because it's supposed to be an eggshell finish. It doesn't look like that on here. And then we'll see what I want to do after that. We'll figure it out. Alright, so I didn't have the router in order to slide the bottom shelf in like it shows on the instructions I followed. So I just nailed it to the bottom. I thought about putting some screws since my weighted blankets go in here, but then I realized it's going to be sitting on the floor, so there's no room for the base to actually go out or fall out. I also painted the lid, or at least the outside. I still need to paint the inside. I sanded down the corners and this front edge to make it look nice and worn. I think I'm going to do some more on the edges. Maybe this inside lip, where you would lift a lid for years and years. Still haven't decided if I'm painting the inside of the lid green or I'm just gonna Danish oil it like the rest. Alright, so I did some wear sanding. I think this is probably one of my favorite parts. It's almost like art in and of itself. I laid the Dremel down so it could kind of round off the corners there. Make sure I got the edge really well. You can't quite see it. Maybe you can when I wax it, but I put a big indentation right there in the middle, as if someone had been lifting this handle, this lid up for years and years. So, I really like how that came out. Alright, so I sanded out the holes. I'm gonna put the rope in, and then I'm going to throw some antique wax on it. It's pretty much done except for I need to make holes for the handles, and I still need to Danish oil the inside. Alright, so I decided to do a little bit more sanding on this, plus that's how I'm going to get the white parts after having painted it. So I did a tiny bit right here, but that's not really that much. I'm going to round down this edge, I think, do the corners a little bit more, maybe this inside edge too, maybe all the edges, just so you don't have to be careful getting blankets in and out. See if I can record and do this at the same time. Maybe I should put my glasses on so I can see. Start out with just one small edge. My sanding disc is very happy. Okay, so I had to sand down this knot hole here. It's still got a couple rough spots. So I decided to go ahead and just really wear down this edge. I think I'm going to do the same for the sides too. boards on pretty much finished, just dressing up that. I did all the edges. You can't see that. Anything that was a kind of a sharp corner, I slightly rounded. So I'm gonna get the antique wax on it and see what happens. Alright, for the most part it's finished. It still needs the back hinges and the inside Danish oil, but I want to get this video finished up, and this is ultimately where it's going to go. Don't mind the messy end table. So yeah. Thanks for following me along on this little project. Yeah, there's other projects I need to finish. I'm sure you noticed that the wall hasn't been finished painted. But for some reason, my ADD is easier. It's easier to finish small projects. Big projects, I tend to lose focus. So yeah, eventually. Just like the accent wall, and I still need to finish the coffee table to go with the end tables, but anyway, little bits at a time, as they say. Thanks for watching, and I think the next thing I'm going to do is to try to make apple cider. I found some apples at Aldi's yesterday called Autumn something. They're a hybrid of Fuji and Granny Smith. People say they taste kind of cinnamon and caramelly, so I might integrate a couple of those in with the blacks when I make cider and see what happens. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. Until next time.